morning, afternoon, evening, depending on when you're watching this. You know, one of the pet peeves that I have out here, living out here in the county, you know, we have all rock roads that are kind of right around us here. These kids come out here, they were just out here this weekend driving up and down the street on their little quads or whatever they've got. Some of them are almost like adults. You know, we have federal land all around us that you can go out and ride on trails and all that. What's the big kick about riding out here in the chat? I don't get it. I thought, you know, it was around Christmas time, and I thought, you know, kind of around Christmas time, I just thought that maybe the kids were here. But now it seems like it's about every couple of weeks the kids are out here on the weekend just driving up and down on the street. What it does is it kind of tears up the road, too, because they want to do donuts and stuff out there. Once again, we have a lot of off-road riding. What are we going to do today in the shop? Let's go check it out. Today is not going quite like I want. This is first thing in the morning. The garage is kind of a mess still. We need to move things around. Waiting on trailer brakes. Could be the weekend before I ever get that thing out of the garage. The boat's coming back today. We got to go pick it up. Got to get it all cleaned up. This is actually today. It's going to be almost 80 freaking degrees here today. And then it's going to cool back down to the 60s. Going to get rain on Friday, all next week. They're talking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday rain. We got to take the trailer back up to the house so she can load it up. We kind of wanted to do that yesterday, so she'd have had all day today to get that all taken care of. That's not going to happen. Today, what we are going to do, we're going to put a gas filter in the truck. On the Ford diesels, there's actually 3 filters that we have to change out on it. I'm not going to show you all that because you can go to a channel and you can watch all that excitement that's going on. And we'll see what else we're going to be doing in the shop. And Tam will be coming down here in a little bit, so keep staying tuned and keep watching. Let's go see what we got else. Stay tuned. If everything goes right today, my goal is to kind of show you what we bought at the auction. We kind of got the studio over here all rearranged, and we'll show you all the different things that I picked up, tell you what we paid, show you what the fees are if you're thinking about buying something at the auction, because there is different fees. There's things more than what they tell you that you have to pay for. Well, you do know from yesterday, bike runs. Both of them are running pretty good. Just got done changing the gas filter on the truck. Had some trouble. If you've been watching our videos, I think it was last year, we had a fuel line blow off. When I went to try to take it off today, it actually broke. So I had to fix that. Just some more issues before we have to get to Daytona. So today we're going to show you a little bit about some of the things that I got at the auction and what I think, if I should have bought them, I shouldn't have bought them, what I paid for them, and all that good stuff. So let's go take a look at that stuff. First off, I bought a couple porcelain signs. Harley Davidson, the round sign is 12 by 12. The Harley Parts and Service sign is 15 by 12 and a half. So it's this one here and this one. They're both porcelain. That kind of shows you that they're original signs. I paid $400 for those. If you're looking at anything that's porcelain signs, they usually bring some good money. If you watch the video from yesterday, that Mercedes sign, I think it went for $800, I think, and which was a lot bigger. But it wasn't any bigger than these signs here. Turn sideways, of course. Next up is the Harley Davidson bar. They said it was more for display purposes. The top and everything wasn't bolted together. And after we got it home here, we see that it all screws together. I've got a couple nuts down here. Everybody's losing their nuts. I need the long extension to thread it down so they'll stay permanently. There was supposed to be some shelves. I see after we got it back, and there's no shelves. The bottom board, I need to nail that back on. Pretty much this whole thing that you see here, I gave $900 for that. In a case like this, I think I did pretty good on that, especially the chairs and stuff. Probably those bar stools. If you went to go buy those from Harley Davidson, they probably wanted $200 or $300 for them. So here I got all that for the $900. So I'm pretty happy with that. Next thing is the 2 motorcycles. I'm pretty happy with mine. Since we got it fired up, you watched that video yesterday, you know, $5,000 for that bike. I'm pretty happy with it. Still got to do a little bit of work to it, but I'm okay with that. Be it projects, we can show you guys what we're doing, what I'm working on. I haven't decided. I forgot to ask them about the frame, what they've done to it, if they clear coated it or something. You know, there should be a lot more rust in this if it's been sitting for 10 years, and there's not. On her bike, we probably paid a little too much. I told you a lot of it was $6,000, $6,500. I couldn't remember what I paid. It was $5,500 we gave for her bike. 2007 Sportster 1200R with 6,800 miles on it. You know, overall, probably paid retail price for it. But it seems to be in pretty good shape. We got to talk to the people after the fact. They've done a lot of work to it, but a lot of that work we're going to change. We did get some banners. I got two sets of banners. You can hear the battery charger. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Here's the first one we got. I think these came from Milwaukee. I have two of them that came from the 105th years. So they're probably 2008 is probably what the banners are made. I've got a couple over here that I want to show you. The first one we're coming up to now is Welcome Riders. It's another Miller. Both of these two are Miller signs. Very clean, very nice, very good condition. Don't even know if these were ever up. Got another one here. It's got a Harley on there. Looks like a Sportster on there. It's got the 105th emblem on there too. The other one had AMA on it and Ride Safe, so I'm not sure where that was at. But that's really the one I really like, the Harley Davidson one. It's got a little bit of wear, so you can tell it definitely has been used, or at least folded a lot of times. I bought 2 and 2. So I think this one and this one was together, and this one and the one on the floor were together. I paid $100 each. No, $100 for the pair. I'm pretty happy with that. $50 for each banner to get something like that where you could see it. We got the walls pretty full. The other thing we got is we got some gas tanks. Not sure if this was a wise investment or not. I bought them. I just thought, hey, I've been to flea markets and stuff, and they get a fortune for these things. This one here is in really bad shape. It's got full of rust. The bottom's rusted out on it. But I paid, I think, 100 and 100 for them. I got 3 for 100 and 2 for 100. From a 741 Indian. I got a carburetor, got some cylinders, some pistons, just a lot of miscellaneous parts. Says it was from a restore. This may be all the parts that they didn't need to use. Was it a wise choice? Probably. Something I probably didn't need to buy. So a lot of the things here that I'm talked about, I probably shouldn't have bought these parts. Why did I buy them? I thought I could fix them up, clean them up, maybe make some artwork out of them. We do know the guy down in Deadwood that restores. We'll talk to him about it and see if there's any value in them. The gas tank, same thing. I was thinking about doing some wall art or lamps or something out of that. Same thing. Probably never going to do it. They'll probably sit on a shelf. Maybe I'll take them back to Mecum and see if I can get my 50 to 100 bucks back out of them next year. Get rid of those and maybe the parts if we don't do anything with it. So those are really the only 3 things I bidded on. 3 tanks, 2 tanks, and the parts that I probably shouldn't have bidded on. Everything else, I'm pretty happy with what we paid. No regrets. It's another auction. So we'll be back next year to film the next time they come out and do things. Another neat thing that I got for $100 was the speakers from an old drive-in. I didn't care for the stand. The guy didn't do a very good job of welding it. Do some modifications to that. But I see it after I seen it, it's got a speaker wire, so I guess you could hook it up. It may have got new updated speakers in it, but I mean, how good is it going to sound? So I'm pretty happy with that. I've always wanted that. The other thing I've been looking for a long time is an old-fashioned payphone. It's got the dial on it, not the ones they're selling. Don't want a phone booth or nothing like that, but it'd be neat. Always wanted one. I've looked around, never ran into one. Overall, I was pretty excited about the Mecum Auction motorcycles. Probably next year, depending on how much money I can save up between now and then, I would like to buy some more stuff. I don't know if we need any more stuff for the shop. We have one of our dealerships we're talking to about maybe a sign. And we'll see this year maybe if that happens. We kind of wanted to get a big Harley, the one that goes, like the ones that go across the front of the building. That would be really neat to put along one side. Either if it's 50 foot, we could put it across the back. If it's 60 foot, we could put it down one side. I think that would be really neat. I'd like that. That would be something that I kind of like. We're kind of wrapping up the shop. We're kind of got everything here. The studio is all set up. We got that extra bar now. We kind of moved the table back. I haven't got everything completely cleaned up yet. I actually washed the floor today after I did the diesel, changes my gas filter, because of course, no matter if you put a drain pan or not, it all spurts around, and I don't want it didn't take the paint off before when I've done it, but I just want to make sure, don't want to come back and find a bunch of spots on the floor that lost its paint. Getting pretty close to getting ready. If we can just get the parts we need, like I said, we got to get the RV done. I got to get waiting on parts on that. That probably won't be, I think it's supposed to be here on Wednesday or Thursday. So Friday, I'll probably be putting that together. The boat, we're going to go get that in a little bit here, bring it back. Same thing, I've got a radio and stuff. I think some of the parts are supposed to be here on Wednesday. So once again, Thursday, I'll be working on that. We got to get the boat kind of cleaned up. I just don't know if we're going to get it done in time. If not, it'll just have to be the best it can. We're just trying to sell it, and we're going to have one of the relatives here in town try to get rid of it for us. If you're interested, let us know. Come down here, find our email, send something to us. You have to come all the way out here to Arizona to get it and to check it out and see that. Arizona does not have titles on boats. They have registration. We just went and got a new registration for this year for the boat. That way, if anybody buys it between now and October, you don't have to buy another registration. The boat trailer has, if you keep it in Arizona, it has a plate that lasts forever. You just transfer that. We have a title for the trailer. It's actually newer. I think the boat's a 2004, and the trailer's 7, 8, 9, I don't know, something like that. It's a lot newer trailer. We put all new axles on it last year, built it up. I think we got the 5,500-pound axles on it now, new wheels, new tires, really nice shape. I just punched some bunk boards. We're putting on that this week, try to get that done. Just a lot of stuff we got to get done before we get on the road. It's just crazy. Not going to get the ATVs fixed. They got to have some carburetor problem. I can put some ether in and get them fired up, but they're not. Stay running. Put gas in it, so don't say, hey, did you forget to put gas in it? Put new gas. I drained all the old gas out, put the new gas in. I let the carburetors run dry. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I didn't know for sure how good the gas was that was in there. But I do that to my power washer and everything else that I generator. I always let that everything run with the gas out of it. So I don't know what happened. I need to try to fire up the generator on the trailer too, make sure it's still running, because we might need that. Just never know where we're at. So with that, Tam's supposed to be down here in a few minutes, and we'll get her on here so she can actually see that she was here. And just trying to get the shop cleaned up too. By today, I got this nice warm day. I get the truck vacuumed out. Try to take as much as we can, because this week, like I said, today we're going to be in the 80s today. And then starting next, I think Friday, it's going to rain. We're going to get back into the 60s. All next week, I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're talking rain all day. Rain, spotty rain. We never rains here all day. But it'll be cooler, damper. We'll see what happens. So let's wait for Tam.
It says it's only 77 degrees, but it feels a lot warmer than that. I don't know why it can be 65 and be freezing, and now it's 77 and it's hotter than blue blazes. Anyway, we got a little bit of stuff done today. Some cleaning up. Bob cleaned the floors. I helped him put some drywall up on top of the bathroom. He's packing the brakes, I think, on the trailer. And I got some phone calls made and some different things done. Went to pick up the boat. The guy said not to come until Tuesday or Wednesday, so I was off by a day. I thought he told me it was fine to come pick it up on Tuesday, but obviously that's not the case. So we got the floors cleaned. Bob did that. Like I said, I got some phone calls made, so one step closer to our trip out to start to come out to see all you guys at Bike Week in Daytona.